Good afternoon. This is the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. Amoluayemi Adelakun. The federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities have unveiled a renegotiated agreement aimed at resolving long-standing dispute in Nigeria's tertiary education sector, resulting in incessant strikes and closure of universities. Speaking at the unveiling of the agreement in Abuja, the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said the deal marked a renewed commitment by the administration of President Bola Tinubu to uninterrupted academic calendars and improved welfare for university lecturers. Under the new structure, the minister explained that salaries will comprise the Consolidated University Academic Staff Salary and a Consolidated Academic Tools Allowance, which accounts for the 40% increment in a bid to boost productivity and curb Brent has directed all banks and fintechs to collect and remit 7.5% value-added tax on certain electronic banking services, effective Monday, January 19, 2026. The NRS, formerly known as the Federal Inland Revenue Service, has set the deadline to ensure that all commercial banks, microfinance banks, according to an email notice shared with customers, the charge previously known as the EMTL has now been formally reclassified as stamp duty and will be applied as a one-off fee on qualifying electronic transfers, including mobile money transfers, USSD transaction fees, and card issuance fees, in a bid to standardize VAT collection on digital financial services. The Nigeria Immigration Service has announced the rollout of an enhanced passport tracking feature following rise in public clamor over delays in passport and collection. According to the update posted by the service in X, the feature is intended to give applicants clearer visibility on when their passports are ready for pickup, or confirm that a new tracker status, if introduced, will help applicants distinguish between production delays and passports that are ready but yet to be retrieved. The Oyo State Police Command has assured residents of the state of adequate security amid growing concerns over alleged bandit activities. Speaking with Dominion News, the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Alayode Olayinka, clarified that there is no confirmed report of bandits operating in Oyo State. He explained that various security structures are already in place, but law enforcement agencies working together to closely monitor the situation.
The Oyo State Police Command is collaborating with other security agencies to ensure safety and security of every resident of the state. On the issue of whether the bandits is here or not, I can confirm to you we have bandits in Oyo State. However, there are skirmishes of security breaches here and there, which we, as a law enforcement agency, the lead law enforcement agency in internal security, in collaboration with other security agencies, we are on top of it. The Commissioner of Police, Oyo State Police Command, CP Femi Haruna, have deployed intelligence operatives to enable us have robust intelligence gathering as to nip any incident on the board. I can assure you, we are in collaboration with other security agencies, doing everything possible to guarantee their safety.
He then called on residents to remain calm and avoid panic, reassuring them that security will be further strengthened. An All Progressives Congress APC member in Oyo State, Adewale Karim, exercise. Karim made this known in an interview with newsmen at an event in Ibadan, stressing that voters' card is the power for citizens to have a say in the political affairs of their country, as it permits them to choose the leaders of their choice.
We've been speaking with people at the unit level, ward level, and at the state level, at the local government and state level. We've been encouraging people to understand that the voter card is their power to choose whoever they want to govern them come 2027. To see that it is their responsibility, civic responsibility, to ensure that they are registered and that they are able to vote. Yes.
He added that the party is doing its best to create awareness across the world on the need for the player to desist from political apathy. On the foreign scene, more than 21 million Ugandans are voting today in a high-stakes presidential election overshadowed by allegations of voter suppression, human rights violations, and an internet shutdown. Uganda's Electoral Commission Chief Justice Simeon Mugenyi Bakama ordered the immediate commencement function in several polling stations across the country. Polls was expected to open by 7 a.m. However, reports from several parts of the capital, Kampala, and the city of Jinja said voting had yet to begin by 9 a.m., which reports that ballot papers had not been delivered and biometric machines used to check voters' identities were not working. Madagascar's presidency has confirmed it is strengthening cooperation with international partners after receiving a tranche of military equipment from Moscow in order to forestall political tension after the ouster of the previous government. The Malagasy presidency said after the reception of the equipment that Moscow is not only supplying military equipment to the Indian Ocean nation, but has sent a delegation to train armed forces in its use. The government added that various military units based in the capital, Antananarivo, will take part in the training, which will cover different types of equipment. Tensions are rising in Iran after the United States began to withdraw some personnel from an airbase in Qatar amid growing fears of a renewed United States-Iran conflict. Meanwhile, these official death toll, but authorized said more than 100 members of the security forces have been killed. Opposition activities said the toll is much higher and includes more than 1,000 protesters. However, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi also denied that Tehran plans to execute anti-government protesters after U.S. President Donald Trump said he had received assurances that killings of demonstrators in Iran had stopped. Consequently, Iran's airspace has reopened to traffic, with tracking data showing aircraft making their way towards Tehran. Talking sports, the federal government has praised the Super Eagles for their fighting spirit and commendable showing at the Africa Cup of Nations, despite their narrow loss that ended Nigeria's campaign. In a statement issued by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the Super Eagles' performance reflected discipline, unity, and resilience, values he noted resonate strongly with the Nigerian spirit. He added that the team's determination